Welcome to all of you. Here we will discuss one very important theorem from gate point of view under the subject of circuit theory, which is maximum power transfer theorem. With the Thevenin theorem, we know one thing, that any circuit, any bigger circuit can be replaced by equivalent voltage source and one equivalent resistance. So please keep in mind, I am only discussing about the DC circuit analysis only. That is why this voltage is my DC and my load is purely resistive. Sorry, this source resistance is purely resistive. That means this can be more generalized in the AC also. But here I am concentrated my discussion only in the DC. And the rest thing we will discuss in the AC analysis part. It is my RTH and it is my VTH and it is pure DC and it is purely resistive. You can see from here. And up to now we have studied in the Thevenin equivalent that any bigger circuit can be replaced by one voltage source and one resistance. And my load is something here across this. And this is my load and it is my variable. That means I have a freedom to place any value of the load across the terminal. That means I want to know, if I have connected this particular voltage across my load, how much power this particular voltage source can deliver here. I am interested only in this. How much power I can transfer from here to here. Okay. But before going to further discussion, I just want to tell you how to calculate the power across this. But if some voltage I am generating here, the total power which is generated here, I am assuming that the total power is PT, total power across my source. Here, my total load power which I am getting here, I am assuming that the load power is PL. And some loss I will get here. That means whatever I have generated here, I will not get exact value here because some value of the resistance here, some voltage drop will happen here and which will cause the loss of my power. And that is why I am studying the maximum power transfer theorem. To see the conditions, at which condition I will get the maximum power here. Okay, I am assuming that here the power is PT, here the power is PL and here my power is PS. Source power. If it is practical voltage source, it is a value of the voltage source and it is the resistance of the source. That means I can write down the PT is equals to PS plus PL. That means the value of PL will be PT minus PS. And this is my most generalized formula. That means whatever I am generating minus this will be my load power. But here you can see my source resistance is fixed and purely resistive. My load resistance is resistive but variable. RTH is resistive and fixed. The RL is resistive and variable. So please keep in mind, it is so much important, the condition of your circuit. Okay, many a times a lot of students used to apply the formula directly without satisfying the conditions. Okay, it is the simplest question we have. How much power I am getting here with respect to this particular source? That means I will calculate the current of this first. Current square into my load will be my total power at load. That means the PL will be IL square into RL. Whatever the current I am getting here is square into this particular RL. Because I square R is my power across the load. IL means the current of this particular loop. Total voltage divided by the total resistance. That means the VTH divided by RTH plus RL whole square into RL. And this is my PL. This is my load power which I am getting across my load. But here my load is variable. That means I have a freedom to decide the value of RL. That means I can change this. If I can change this, that means it is my independent variable. I can change this. Okay. And I want to know what should be the value of RL, for which I will get the maximum power transfer from this source to this load. And how to get the maximum condition, we have studied already in the mathematics. Okay. That means I will, concept of maxima and minima. That means I will apply this dPL divided by dL. Differentiated of dRL, sorry. The differentiation of my load power with respect to my load resistance will be 0. Why with respect to this? Because it is my independent variable and I want the value of RL, for which I will get the maximum power. Okay. Just differentiate this particular entire function with respect to RL and put it is equals to 0. And after getting this, you will get RL is equals to RTH. Okay. But please, I am not going to solve this differentiation because it will take time and which is no use for this. Just simple mathematics here involved. But the condition of this formula is this. The RTH is resistive and fixed. The RL is resistive and variable. Then only this formula is valid. Otherwise, no. You do not have freedom to apply this formula each and everywhere. Now, it is the case only. At this condition, you will get the maximum power. But what is the maximum power here? Again, you have to put this here. To calculate the maximum power, it is only the condition. That means I will apply this condition here and I will get the maximum power condition. That means PL max, the VTH square. Here you will put VTH and RL is equals to VTH. Here you will get 2 RTH. Square is 4 RTH square into RL. And RTH and RL are same. That means you will cancel out this. And at the last you will get the PL max is VTH square upon 4 RTH. And this is my second formula after this. This one and this one. So please do not try to memorize the formula blindly. Firstly, see the condition. If the circuit will satisfy the conditions, then only apply the formulas. Okay. Now, this is the question of the maximum power transfer theorem, and they have asked what should be the value of this R to get the maximum power across this load. Now, most of the people will think like this: if this 3 ohm will be equivalent to this, then the power will be maximum. That means they will try to apply this. RL is equals to RTH. And as you will do this, the 6 and 6 only give you the 3 here. That means according to them, the R value will be 6 ohm. That means if they will try to apply this particular formula. But what is the condition for this? The source resistance must have to be fixed and load resistance must have to be variable, which is not happening here. Here your source is variable and your load is fixed. That means this formula is invalid here. You do not have a freedom to apply this. Now apply the common sense here. It is your source resistance. What is happening? Whatever the value you will generate here, some value you will drop here, which is a loss, and remaining value you will get here. And what is a human tendency normally? To reduce the losses as minimum as possible. And the least value of the resistance in the options are 0. That means what should be the practical value of the resistance, of the source resistance? will be as minimum as possible. And they have provided the 0 option here. That means you will short this. And the 0 parallel with 0 and your circuit will become like this. Here 3 ohm and it is 10. That means you are not losing anything. That means your loss will be 0 in your circuit. The entire value you will get here. That means according to this, the answer is 0. Now, this is also the question of the maximum power transfer theorem, and they have asked the value of IL that will maximize the load power from source to load. That means what will be the value of IL for which you can get the maximum power to the load. And see here, I am taking only the exceptional cases. Okay, where your load is not purely resistive and all. Because if the load is purely resistive and variable, which is a normal case, you have calculated RL is equals to RTH. In RTH calculation, you have already learned in the theorem. The PL max is VTH square upon 4 RTH. VTH square also you have studied in the Thevenin equivalents. That means these questions you can solve very easily. I am solving here only the exclusive questions which will consist hardcore from the maximum power transfer theorem. And special cases because here my load is not resistive. That means I not have a freedom to apply these formulas. Where I will discuss only those questions where you cannot apply the formula directly. And where I am not able to apply the formula, I will go with my fundamentals. What is the loop current of this? IL. Sorry, capital IL. Then I will calculate the PT first. PT, PS and PL. That means whatever the power you will generate here, minus this will be my power at the load. That means you know this PL is equals to PT minus PS. It is most general formula for the power. For the source value, voltage into current will be my power Vs into IL. It is the resistance. Power across the resistance is I square into R. That means IL square into R. And this value you don't know, which you have to calculate from here. That means write down this PL is equals to Vs into IL minus IL square into R. These two values you have. But you want to know the value of IL for which you will get this maximum power. That means my independent variable is IL. That means dPL divided by dIL is equals to 0. As you will do here, you will get Vs minus 2 IL into R is equals to 0 and IL will be Vs by 2R. And this is your correct option. This is the condition for which you will get the maximum power at the load. Now, this is the question again from the maximum power transfer theorem, and here you have to tell the value of R for which you will get the maximum power from this source side to this load side. They are not asking about the power across this or power across this, because total load is the combination of them. That means you want to know how much power across this particular circuit from this particular circuit. That means from source side to load side, in which condition of R? That means you have to calculate the value of R for which you will get the maximum power from this side to this side. Okay, but you can see from here, your load is not purely resistive. Load is consisting the value of R as well as the value of 3 volt source. That means again, this RL is equals to RTH is not valid. Because for this, the condition is load must have to be purely resistive. That means again, you not have a freedom to apply this. But if you will apply that, directly you will write down R is equals to 2, which they have provided in the options. And you will get the negative marking from there. And whenever you will face the problem of such like, you will again restrict to your fundamentals. PT is equals to PS plus PL. That means PL will be PT minus PS. How to calculate the power of this source? Just I will calculate the current of this particular loop. Because it is basically a circuit, which I have divided in 2 parts. What is the current of this branch? 10 minus 3 divided by the total resistance. That means I is 10 minus 3. 7 divided by 2 plus R. This is my current of entire this. Then what is the value across this? 10 volt into the current of this particular loop. V into I is my power. That means my PT will be 70 divided by 2 plus R. This multiplied by this 10. My PS power here. That means whatever you will generate from here, some value you will lose here and remaining you will get in the load. That is why I am saying, and they are not asking the power across this or power across this. They are asking the power across the entire this particular entire side. PS is I square into R. I is this. That is 7 by 2 plus R whole square into the value is 2. Now here I will write down. Now I got this. That means no use of this circuit now. Now I am replacing with the solution of this. It is PT, not PL. That means the value of PL will be 70 by 2 plus R minus 7 7 is 49 into 2, 98 divided by 2 plus R to the whole square. This is the value of my load power whenever I will put all the values there. And this will be the value of my load power. What is the power in my load circuit? Entire combination of that particular R and voltage source. Across them, this will be the value of the power. And they are asking, what should be the value of R? That means my independent variable is R, which value I can change. That means again I will do dPL divided by dR is equals to 0. Here R I have, here R I have. That means I will differentiate this particular equation with respect to R and put it is equals to 0. Okay. That means whenever you will do this, you will get R value is 0.8 ohm. After differentiation of this and put is equals to 0, you will get R is equals to 0.8 ohm. Okay. And I have discussed only the special cases of the super or maximum power transfer theorem which they have asked in the GATE exam, and remaining all the questions of the DC, that formula is valid. RL is equals to RTH and VTH square upon 4 RTH. And I have discussed only the exclusive question of the maximum power transfer theorem here. Thank you to all of you.